Recording. Okay.
Yay! I see the thing.
And then I will share my screen. Hello, everybody. All right, today we
Hey.
do some Google collaborating. All right, Samantha, let's do a blank document.
All right.
And I will. All right, so it depends on what kind of district you are. If you are a Teams district, you probably can't do this. I know nothing about Teams. Maybe,
I don't know about Teams
hey, if
either.
you're somebody that does Teams, knows Teams, your district uses Teams, comment below, let us know. We would love to do something with you one week to hit our friends that love Teams. Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm sure if you're a high school teacher, you're over the word testing. It was day 1 for me today, and I'm already over it. So I clicked on share and I typed in Samantha's email address, and she's going to get a lovely email telling her that I've invited her to this doc. I'm sure that everybody's familiar with Google Docs. We all know Google Docs. It's our best friend. So really quick, let's say that Samantha and I are working on a, my brain is done today. Okay, come on, little guy. The night before Christmas. Is Christmas coming? And by Christmas, I mean Christmas break.
Yes. I really don't care if we have like actual Christmas. I just want to not have school for a few weeks.
Is it gonna let me? It's not gonna let me copy and paste. I just want to find the poem where I can copy and paste. I want to be a little bit. What are the words? Here we go. Maybe that'll work. So some things that I love in this is for my English teacher friends, I'm going to have a doc already set up before I'm teaching my class. But maybe, and Samantha, you're better on the elementary side. I'm better on the high school. Well, you're good on the high school side with English too. But in terms of creativity, maybe one thing we do is, okay, who's going to be in charge of a picture? Who's going to be in charge of reading it out loud? And who's going to be in charge of decorating the page to make it look pretty? And you could have 3 kids work together on this document. And so somebody could be in charge of reading it out loud. And maybe this is your kid that's better at being a verbal learner. And then you find your kid that's artistic and they're in that group. And so they're in charge of finding pictures to help understand the content. And then lastly, you have the kid that's better at reading that's going to come in. And my husband's about to come in and the dog's going to be loud. Sorry. So you have a kid that's good at reading. And so they are more visual learners. So we're going to come in and that kid's going to be in charge of changing all the text, while maybe Samantha is going to be over there finding a picture of the mouse.
Yeah, I'm looking for a picture.
Okay. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to, oh, she's got her mouse. All right, I'm going to come out here though, because keyword in this one right here, let's say is stockings. And I want Samantha to know, hey, I need you to do a stocking. So I'm going to do @ and then type in her email address and it'll pop up for us. And then find a stocking. And I'm going to assign it to her. All right. That way she knows this is what I need you to do. And we can assign our group roles by doing this. So like children nestled snug in their beds. Maybe that's what we want her to find for the last one. So find kiddos sleeping. Yay.
I would like to find kiddos sleeping right now.
Mine both went down. I don't know how mine went down. My husband took care of that tonight. The baby went down really hard, but she wound up falling asleep on me, so that worked. So then that way, as Samantha does it, so she's found the picture of the mouse. So let's just come back up here really quickly. And I can also suggest edits, but I'm going to come up here and I'm going to have assigned this to her. And and I'm going to say squeak because you're going to have that ADHD kid that doesn't know how to spell and uses random words instead of actually, you know, telling their peers what they need done. So I've assigned that out there to Samantha, and once she's done it and she's completed the task, she's going to check that checkbox. And that way I know that she's done what needs to be done. And I will actually get an email notification telling me that she has done it. So that is another glorious thing is I can know what's been asked of her. She knows what's been asked of her. And then she is notating that she has successfully completed it. So another great way this could be used is if a student is doing an English assignment and they're working on writing a paper, you as the teacher can annotate their paper and assign edits to them of what they need to do, and they can check off as they've completed the edits for you.
Yes.
So it's super great communication, and I love it. And then you could even make a video while you're doing these suggestions of what you would like for them to do and while you're assigning it to them. And remind them if you have a lower grades or if you've got some kids that aren't familiar with it, remind them when you're done finding your mouse, make sure you check that checkbox. And I am not an elementary school teacher, and I feel like I just totally sounded like one.
You did. I'm proud.
I'm high school teacher rigor all the way. You don't know how to do it, curmudgeon. But so those are just some things that I personally love about Google Docs and collaborating in Google Docs. I also am a huge advocate of hyperlinking. So maybe right here, 'twas the night before Christmas, I want the kids to hyperlink right here a video of it. So they would click right here on the link, and maybe each of them has to find a different link for their section. Who knows? You can totally go with it however you want. But what I love is you can change right here, 'twas the night before Christmas. You can actually continue on the text and type in right there, which is cool.
You can also, did you know, Jen, do you know about bookmarks? Like if your document is if your document is really long, which we have, like in my building, we use a Google Doc to check our disengagement every week because we have kids who are remote learners. And so our principal likes to have one central location where we can all type in the names of kids who are disengaged and what contacts we've tried to have with them that week. And it's just been one long running Google Doc. Well, about 2 weeks ago, it was driving me crazy trying to scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
So I made a bunch of bookmarks and then made a chart at the top by the week. So now to find that we're currently on, you just click on the link and it drops you right down to the bookmark.
Or you could also go in and change, like if you had your header as the date, you could go in right here and make it a heading.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could come back here to the top and insert a table of contents.
Ooh.
And just refresh every week.
That's cool too. No, I didn't know about that feature.
And then over here on the left-hand side, it also includes your table of contents.
Oh, snap.
So I don't even necessarily have to put it up here.
Because it'll be on the side.
Yeah, it would just be there on the side, and I actually don't even have to put it there. So.
You just blew my mind.
Yay!
Yay! I did not know about that feature. That's pretty cool. I may have to play with that.
Yeah. So, other than that, in terms of collaboration, I'm trying to think, I don't have any cool add-ons in this one. But I am going to show you guys a really cool add-on as we move over into Google Sheets. So I learned about this add-on at the Real conference. If you do not have it, I highly encourage it. It's called Dualles, D-U-A-L-L-E-S. It is a split window add-on. So I have just moved it so that I have sheets and docs and separate windows, and I'm going to click on it. And I want this screen that I'm currently on to be 60% of my screen and the other to be 40%. And well, it definitely did not pull up the screen I wanted, but that's okay. But right there, you see how it made it 60% and the screen over here is chilling.
I don't see it yet. All I see is
Oh,
sheets.
why is it doing this? You don't see, you only see sheets? Oh,
See sheets, Google Slides, and Night Before Christmas at the top.
okay. It might be,
Here's your screen sharing.
yeah. So anyway, if you've not downloaded Dualis, I highly encourage it. Come back, little guy. Okay. It's Dualles. Maybe we can do a video on that one day. But it's a new like whole thing that I'm obsessed with. My battery is dying, so that's why we're trying to move fast. Um,
I
so
will I will say just overall, like Google Drive is a great place for collaboration. Our school, our county is in the process of reaccreditation this year, which is a huge, enormous undertaking, unlike anything I've ever seen. So I am actually one of the team leads for Cognia in my building. And so all of the team leads together, we all have a shared folder in a Google Drive. That is where we are uploading all of our artifacts because many of the artifacts can be used for the same artifact can be used for different standards. That way we're not all having to find all of our artifacts. So we're putting all of our artifacts into this big Google folder where we can all see them, the 5 or 6 of us, I can't remember how many, can all see those artifacts and we can pull them and make copies as we need to from the Google Drive, which is super nice.
And so I'm actually in a group and we are starting an academy in the fall for hospitality and tourism. And so Sheets has been great for us because I am able to go out and make a separate sheets for each teacher. And then I could come back here and type in Samantha, Jennifer, and I could come down here to the bottom and have a sheet just for Samantha. And I can hyperlink that sheet back to this main page and it gives me, it will just jump to the pages for me. So my family thinks I'm crazy. My husband and I, like spreadsheets are our love language. And we actually use that for Christmas. We collaborate on a Google sheet together and I have it set up and it's got every single person in my family listed on the left-hand side with their budget and it hyperlinks to their specific sheet. And that way we remember what we bought for them for Christmas and we put how much we spent and it totals into a line and then it talks back to the main sheet so that we know just by looking at one sheet how much we spent on each person and it totals it for us at the bottom.
You're such a spreadsheet nerd, Diamond. I too am a spreadsheet nerd. Not maybe to that extreme, but I am a spreadsheet nerd.
No, you're the one that finds all the like, how do I code this to do this? And
Yes, I'm always messaging Jen like, hey, what's the formula to do XYZ? This is what I want it to do. And it's usually something that it really is not supposed to do, but we
make it work. So that's something really cool though that I love in Sheets. So like Samantha could be sitting here right now and she could type in you know, whatever she wants to for a formula there. We could work out math problems together. We could like work them out side by side while I'm sitting here. She could be working it out and I could have cells A and B and she could be working in E and F and we're in a Zoom and I'm saying, but how did you get that? And we can talk through problems and come up with solutions to math problems that way. And I think that's a really great, just out of the box idea.
Something else that you can do too, that I really love in Sheets, if you go down to where it says Sheet 1 to that arrow, Jen, click on the arrow, like, or Sheet 2, it doesn't matter which one. Where it says Protect Sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you only want certain people to be able to edit that sheet, you don't want everybody to be able to edit that sheet, you can go in there and set permissions and you can type in emails and you can
cool.
just allow those people to edit that sheet.
Awesome. I'm going to have to do that with some of my stuff for the academy. I'm at 10 minutes. We're at critical status. All right. Mission critical. All right. Slides is going to be the last one really quick. It's all the same as the others. Something that I've seen to be a hassle sometimes is you have kids that don't agree on themes. So if you have a class that's got super contrary kids, maybe you say, everybody's using the shift theme, you know? Because I have seen where kids are like, no, I want this theme. No, I want this theme in it, the whole thing. But what I love about this is when I'm doing group projects, okay, you're the team leader, you're in charge of the title slide and the close slide, and you have to do one slide in the middle, and everybody else does two slides in the middle. And that way the kids can have slides assigned to them. They can be rearranged and moved around by the team lead or by the group. But if you did not know that you can go to version history, you can go to version history and see each child's like their input into the presentation. So if somebody's not doing anything, you can go out there and see this kid did nothing at all, didn't even log in and insert a slide, they get a 0. And I love that because that happens a lot in high school. It's that whole like meme. Maybe we'll have to throw it up like right here somewhere. I'll see if I can figure out how to do that in YouTube. That whole meme of like, does nothing, does everything, sits there in silent and really hopes that they get asked to do nothing. It's like that situation. So I love this for that. It helps hide that issue.
And all of the Google apps will let you do that. You can go to the version history in all of them, not just slides. So that's useful in a variety of places. It's just easier to see in slides, like who's done what. I think it is anyway.
Yeah, I agree. So, with that being said, I know this was a super quick Saturday session. If you have something that you love for collaborating in Google, drop it below, comment. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think I'm good. I'm just saying I am a Google girl. I love it through and through for a variety of reasons. So
I want us to go to
like
California one day to Google.
ooh, that would be fun.
Oh
Field
yeah,
trip.
field trip on my spaceship.
Take us for a peek.
All right. Well, please do not forget to subscribe, like, share with your Edge soulmate. Next Saturday, we are going to have a little sneak peek of things to come for 2021. Busting out of quarantine, like, hopefully. Like, ... hopefully. So make sure you check in, and we hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. And we will see you next year.
Bye.
Bye.
How many minutes you got left?
I gotta.
You do